circle round, where story time happens all the time. Today our story is called Stella and the Dragon. This story comes from many countries, from Africa to Uzbekistan. That's a country in Central Asia.
You're right. That's near where Tajikistan is. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead. Keep telling us. Go ahead. All right, a lot of people.
Some really great people came together to bring this folktale of our story, in which, including Shankar Danton. Grown-ups, you can be the listener.
Okay, I'm listening.
Including Shankar Danton. Grown-ups, you may realize Shankar Danton is the host of the fascinating NPR First Off the Boat. So stick around, everyone, for Stella and the Dragon. No, I'm the one who's telling the story.
Yeah, I know. I was just giving the supporting music.
In the hills of the hills,
Okay.
in the hills lived a farmer named Stella, and her husband Ovi.
Yeah.
In the hills above Stella's village lived a giant green dragon, a very wealthy dragon who had piles and piles of gold in his lair atop of the hill.
Go ahead. You can.
I'm just forgetting.
They eat something, right?
When he was hungry, the dragon would swoop down and carry and pluck a cow or a sheep from the villagers' fields.
Uh-huh.
Many of Stella's, but you don't have to be afraid of the story.
Oh.
Many of Stella's neighbors worried that someday the dragon would be hungry enough to swoop down and carry off a human. But Stella and Ovi tried not to think about the giant green dragon. They were busy growing their crops and tending to their animals on the farm. Thanks to their hard work, they had plenty to eat, a dry, warm house. They were happy, but one thing was missing: children. Every night after dinner time, Stella walked down the lane with Ovi. And every night Stella would lift her head and wistfully gaze up at the sky. Ah, stars, I wish I had children of my own. And yet no children came. One night, after wishing on the very brightest star, Stella walked down the lane with Ovi. As they approached the house, Stella thought she saw something move. Farm animals are in the barn, and the cat and the dog has long been asleep. What could be over there? Come on, over here.
I'm listening.
Stella and Ovi began tiptoeing toward the house. As they got closer to home, they could see what it was or who it was that was moving around. What? Oh my gosh! Children! Tall children, short children, boys and girls, all of them healthy and full of joy. Some were scampering around the garden. Others were digging in the garden, planting flowers. Still others were inside the house, cooking a delicious dinner on the stove. Stella and Ovi could hardly believe their eyes as they stood there, frozen. A little girl in overalls came skipping toward them. "Hello, Mama. Hello, Papa." Stella was so stunned. For a moment, she could barely speak. "Why, hello. Tell me, where's your home?" The little girl looked at Stella as if she had two heads.
What?
"My home is here, of course. All of us will live here with you." "Really?" said Stella. "Is it true? Are all of these children ours?" "Oh, I think our wishes have been granted." Stella and Ovi had never felt such happiness as they kissed each of their children on the cheek. They counted them to see how many they had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They counted and counted. 7, 8. Coming at last to the final child. 100.
Whoa.
We have 100 children. Whew! We have 100 children. Now think about it. Stella and Ovi had 0 children, and now they had 100. Can you imagine what it'd be like to have 100 children? You have 100 sets of clothing to wash, 100 blankets, 100 beds, and think of all the shoes. With 100 children, you would need 200 shoes.
That's because you have 2 feet. Everybody's got 2. Go ahead. The feeding them, right? Isn't that the next part? Something about feeding them, right?
One morning, after a breakfast of 100 pancakes, 100 bananas, and 100 cups of milk, Stella pulled Ovi aside. "Ovi, we have to find a way to support this family. Please keep your eye on the children while I go into the world to find an answer. I have to figure this out." She gave Ovi a hug and kissed each of her 100 children on the cheek. Then she set off down a long, long lane. When she came to the hills, she stopped to rest. As she sat in the grass, she watched some sheep grazing peacefully in the hills.
Grazing. Grazing. Good job.
Suddenly, the sheep started running away. Stella looked to see what they were running from, and over the hill, what did she see but the giant green dragon? But you don't have to be afraid.
I'm not afraid. Don't worry. Thank you.
The one with all his gold. The one with all the gold in the lair. As he opened his mouth, Stella could see his bright, pointy tongue and sharp, pointy teeth. You don't have to be afraid.
Oh, thank you.
She was frightened, but thinking of her 100 children, she took a deep breath and didn't move a muscle. The dragon stopped right there in his tracks. "Why aren't you screaming and running away from me?" "Everyone screams and runs away from me. I am the most fierce dragon in the land." "Why? Because I know that I am stronger than you are, and I can prove it." The proud dragon roared, sending more flames shooting sparking from his nose. He was so close to Stella, the hot air from his mouth made her sweat. Dragon, there's something you should know. And what's that? Well, I have 100 children, each one as strong as I am. Yes, what about... Well, I am so strong that if I throw this boulder, it might hit the moon and knock it out of orbit.
Wow.
Well, if I hit the moon with this boulder, who knows what would happen? Because if the moon could come flying off and hit us right here.
Jeez Louise.
Suddenly, the dragon was scared. Pieces of the moon hurtling toward Earth. No! Don't hit the moon! Not while it's just over that hill. All right, then. I will wait for the moon to rise higher in the sky before I throw this boulder. The dragon sat down beside Stella as they watched the moon rise higher and higher in the sky. The dragon got more and more nervous. He jumped up and hot blast of fire from his nose. You don't have to be afraid. It's just a story.
Okay. Thanks for reminding me.
You should not throw this boulder. Because if you do, you might hit the moon. And that would be bad. And since I cannot throw this boulder and hit the moon, you have one to count us. Stella the Powerful. Stella smiled. So I have. And now I get your gold. Stella hopped on the dragon's back and they flew up the hills to his lair. Inside, Stella saw 50 sacks of gold piled from the floor to the ceiling.
Wow.
Well, here they are, said the dragon. All 50 sacks of gold are yours. Stella was excited, but now she had a new problem. The sacks of gold were so big and so heavy, no human could possibly lift even one. Dragon, there's something you should know. And what's that? Well, I have 100 children, each one as strong as I am. It was true. Her children were as strong as she was. She's strong in the mind.
That's right.
Strong
wits.
Every one of them was quick-witted and brave. You see, if my 100 children see me coming home with this gold, they might want to get more for themselves. They might come after you.
Oh boy, if I was a dragon, I'd be afraid.
You don't have to be afraid. It's just a story.
Okay.
The giant green dragon agreed to pile the 50 sacks of gold onto his back. They were so heavy he couldn't fly. So he walked behind Stella as she led the way to her house.
That's right.
When the sun began to rise, they arrived at the end of Stella's long lane. In the distance, the dragon could hear children laughing and playing. He was so frightened of Stella's kids that to him it sounded like fishes screaming and fighting. Are those your children? He said. Again, the dragon began to tremble. Again, Stella noticed. Oh, yes, It's almost breakfast time, so they are probably very hungry. Just then, Sal's 100 children came running down the lane. They were so excited to see their mother. They yelled and waved their arms, eager for a kiss and a hug. But that's not what the giant green dragon saw. What he saw were 100 screaming children looking to eat him for breakfast. Without a word, he shoved the 50 bags onto the ground and swiftly flew away. He didn't stop until he reached his lair atop the hill. Together, Stella and her children carried their gold into their home. After counting it, they realized they had just enough so they'd live comfortably and never go hungry.
The end.
Daddy.
Now what? What do they have anything that they say at the end?
Another sugar and story I want.
Well, let's just leave it at that for now. That was so good. You are a great storyteller.
Now you tell a story.
Oh boy, if I told a story, it would be nowhere near as good. Believe
How
me.
about you tell the Lamb with the Golden Fleece?
Maybe I'll try.